Hi, James Harrison here with the next Daily Drumming Influences Revisited, originally posted in 2012. Today it is Ed Soph. Ed Soph was a jazz drummer primarily. I first became aware of him through Woody Herman, but I also remember sometime in the early 70s or somewhere around that time, he came and did a clinic at Murray State, if I'm not mistaken, for part of their jazz festival. And I was really amazed at him and whatnot, and really tried to take what he said to heart and learn some things. He came to Murray again in the 80s, and then I had seen him at several Percussive Art Society conventions and whatnot. And it seemed like no matter where I saw him, a lot of his clinics were more like master classes where he would get people up to do things and have them try things and talk about their playing and what they needed to work on and stuff like that. And it seemed to me like the thing with Ed was, I don't care who you were or how good you were, if you got up and you could blister stuff, he would give you something to do that was not, in theory, that difficult, but you would have trouble doing it because he would just give you a little bit of a left turn and make it difficult for you, and kind of force you to accept or work on things that you maybe would neglect or not focus on. So I became a huge fan of his through that. Of course, he's inspired thousands of drummers without even knowing it outside of his playing, because forever he had been teaching at University of North Texas, or back in the day, North Texas State. And hundreds of drummers out there, if not more, thousands of drummers that went through his tutelage, if you want to call it that, or studying under him, have become well-known players and highly respected players in the industry. And, I'm sure if they each talked about it, so if they could tell you that how difficult he could make things be for you to work on. So anyway, I had... I don't know if you want to call it fortunate or not, to get up at one of the clinics and try something. And again, it's simple as it seemed. I had trouble, but of course then I had to focus on that, work on it. And I think that's what Ed would do, was show you things that maybe you needed to address. And you were thinking you were up here, and then maybe you were in certain things, but other things you need to be back here to be able to be better up here. So the drumming influence for today, Ed Soph. I do have one of his books. I can't remember the title of it right now. It's kind of a purple with yellow writing, I believe, on the cover. But and I had done some things out of that and whatnot. But he's always been an influence on me. Every time I've seen him somewhere, I never studied with him or anything like that. But I think if you buy somebody's book and you read it and you work on it and you watch, these days you can watch video taped lessons or clinics and stuff like that, then in theory you're kind of studying with them. You're not getting that direct input from them, or in some cases that direct, ass chewing or whatever it would take. However, you can always learn. So today, Ed Soph, drummer of the day.